What is up, YouTube? We're back with another YouTube video, and here today we're going to be doing the K1 Communion Master Lost Sector Guide. And just to start off with the loadout, Solar Subclass to match the Solar Burn. We're rocking Blade Barrage, and we have Marksman Dodge, Triple Jump, Knife Trick, Solar Grenade, running On Your Mark, and Knock 'em Down as my aspects. As my fragments, we got Ember of Searing, Ember of Blistering, Ember of Combustion, Ember of Char, and Ember of Wonder. And for the weapons, my kinetic slot, I'm running Peace of Mind just so I can have Barrier Pulse Rifle. Any kinetic pulse rifle will work for this, but I really like Peace of Mind as a pulse rifle, so this is what I'm going to use. And in my secondary slot, I'm going to be running this Scout Rifle. I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea how to pronounce it, but this Solar Scout, to be honest, just because of the burn, because of the solar damage burn, but also Overload Scout Rifle. And I'm also going to use it for adaptive munitions to shoot the void shields that are going to be there from the servitors, I think. So I'm going to try to use that and see how it works out, to be honest. And Shoot to Loot is on it, which is a plus, just so any heavy ammo bricks I might see, I can shoot them and it'll pick it up and then reload all my weapons. So that's pretty good. And in my heavy slot, I'm running good old faithful Gallahorn, just because it is solar burn, and I tried doing this with Arbalest in my kinetic slot here, and I think I had the Callus mini tool for Overload SMG, and then I was trying to use Weakened Clear, and I was using Cry Mutiny just because it was a free weapon that anybody could get last season, but I just wasn't having just any luck with it on Overload champions in the starting room, and I figured, you know, it's kind of a hassle to use it, so I switched it around and went to Gallahorn just to see, because Gallahorn always works. 2 rockets on master difficulty, I'm pretty sure it's a guaranteed kill. So that, with another perk that we're going to be using to hopefully generate some ammo, we're going to take a look at that right now. So for my armor, we're rocking Harmonic Siphon, Kinetic Siphon, Elemental Armaments. Now Harmonic Siphon is going to let it so when you get kills with damage matching your subclass, you generate an Orb of Power. That's what we're going to be doing, because we're going to be getting a lot of Scout Rifle kills from a distance. Since it's matching my Solar subclass with a Solar weapon, we're going to be generating orbs. Kinetic Siphon, if I get rapid kills with my Pulse Rifle, that's going to generate orbs. And that means I get my super fast, and, you know, getting super and orbs with what I have here, the Star Eater Scales, it's going to overcharge my super after it's reached the full super bar. So all that's going to play together. Elemental Armaments, just so I can generate wells, solar wells, since my weapon is solar, and Overload Scout Rifle, and Anti-Barrier Pulse Rifle, Elemental Charge, so I can become Charged with Light when I pick up an Elemental Well, and Concussive Dampener, Sniper Damage Resistance, and High Energy Fire. And this is while Charged with Light, you gain bonus weapon damage, so that's going to be great, because I'm going to become Charged with Light by picking up Elemental Wells that I'm going to be spawning. And Absolution and Innervation, and here we have Absolution is reduces all ability cooldowns each time you pick up an Orb of Power. Again, we're generating orbs, we're going to be cooling down our abilities, and we're going to reduce grenade cooldown each time you pick up an Orb of Power. So again, all pretty good. You're going to be generating a lot of orbs, you're going to pick them up, use them to our advantage. Elemental Ordnance, just so I can have a guaranteed way to spawn in a Solar Well using a Solar Grenade. And Star Eater Scales, by the way, like I mentioned earlier, it picks up Orbs of Power to overcharge your super, so you end up doing more DPS. So again, generating a lot of orbs, that's going to be useful for that. And here's our main perk for this Lucent Finisher from the Artifact. And defeating a Lucent Hive, Light Bearer, or Champion with your finisher spawns heavy ammo for you and your allies. Now obviously we're doing this by ourselves, and if you don't want to use Lucent Finisher, that's cool. Another option you can use here is Solo Operative, if that's what you want to do. I was going to use Solo Operative, but then I figured I might as well just use Lucent Finisher just to have heavy ammo spawning for my Gallahorn, so ammo's not going to be an option. So there's that. And Font of Might, just so when I'm charged with light, I can get that solar damage boost, and if I time it correctly, you can use it with your Scout Rifle since it's solar, and your heavy weapon, so that's going to have Gallahorn just do a bunch of damage. So there's all the perks there. Now we're going to cut over to the modifiers. Alright, so our first modifier here is Arachno. When defeated, fallen vandals spawn a web mine at their feet. Barrier and Overload champions, Famine, all ammunition drops are significantly reduced. This is why I'm running Loosen Finisher, so I can get a finisher and get some heavy ammo guaranteed without having to worry about if it might or may not drop. Equipment locked, we have match game. Enemy shields are highly resistant to all unmatched elemental damage. This mode contains additional champions, plus 50% solar damage dealt and received. Limited fire team revives, and you'll face combatants with solar and void shields. If completed solo, exotic legs armor is common and enhancement cores are uncommon. Recommended power is 1610. So let's load straight into it. And right off the bat, I do want to note with Overload Scout Rifle, it's frustrating how we have these champion mods, and in my opinion, I don't like champion mods to begin with. I don't like the idea of champions at all. So, you know, playing Destiny for this long and getting used to champions has been quite the hassle. But things like Overload Scout Rifle is pretty annoying because when you want to stun an Overload, it doesn't, you know, you have to wait for that Overload shot to get ready. You can see mine just ran out, so I have to wait until the left side of my screen tells me Overload shot, and I have 3 seconds to shoot it. So that's the only downside to using Overload Scout Rifle, in my opinion. You can see I have to wait for Overload shot to proc, and then look, the champion runs away. I'm gonna get the stun. I'm just gonna go for that. I want that finisher. There we go. You can see it did drop that heavy. I'm gonna back up. So there goes my little rant on Overload Scout Rifle. I kind of wish everything worked kind of how Unstoppable works, where your gun glows and, you know, you just take the shot and then, you know, without the timer. But I guess everything is made the way it is for a reason. So here we're just gonna keep stunning and then switch to the pulse rifle. If you're wondering why I'm using the Scout Rifle on the Barrier champion, it's just because of the solar burn, so you get a little more damage. I'm gonna stun it and then do this. I'm just gonna use Galahorn and get a finisher. I don't think that counted for the heavy. You can see more enemies. There we go. I'm gonna go pick up this heavy. Now here you're gonna have this room full of ads. I'm just gonna use the Scout Rifle for the solar burn. Stun the champion. Hit it once with Galahorn, then get the finisher, so you get more heavy ammo. And that's the most annoying part, I think, too, with master difficulty, is with how much damage the enemies do and how you kind of have to time things differently. Because, you know, if, let's say I wanted that heavy ammo, or I wanted the Overload champion finisher, but I might have to wait to do it just because if there were a bunch of ads around. It's stuff like that, decisions you have to make on whether or not it's worth it. Because the next thing you know, you get that finisher off, then you're stuck in place, and you come out of the finisher, and, you know, you're possibly dead. So all of that is probably annoying when it comes to, you know, doing stuff like this. And again, this is just a lost sector. It's not even like I understand Grandmaster Nightfalls and everything, but a Master Lost Sector should not be this annoying. I'm not even mad that the difficulty setting, but I just find it annoying. This is why I always recommend Legend Lost Sectors. They're faster to do in general, and you don't have to worry too much about how much damage they're doing. So I'm gonna just keep doing that. Dodge over here. Yeah, because I knew that other one was gonna spawn. I'm gonna take some shots at these guys. There we go. these enemies don't really want to push right now. Just play with the rocket. Get the finisher. Generate more heavy. And now that I got like 3 heavy bricks in this room, I can just kind of spam Galahorn. So that's what I'm gonna do there. And then also pick up these heavy bricks. So I got 4 right now, and there's also 1 in the back of the room. There we go. Back with 5. And now we're going towards the end of the Lost Sector here. To be honest, here we just have this room that's going to be, I think, 2 Overload Champions and some AI. You can see I even got some heavy to drop for free right there. I'm going to try not to pick it up right now. I got the Solar Well, so I'm going to use Galahorn and take advantage of that buff. I just did double there just so I didn't die. Get another Solar Well. We're getting that buff. Stun this champion, hopefully. But nope, he's gonna run away. And I'm not chasing after him, to be honest. I'm just gonna wait. But if I would have shot him with Galahorn with that solar buff, it would have done way more damage, obviously. And that's kind of what I wanted to do, so... Here we go. And I'm gonna pick this up. Back up. Do that. I try to get the finisher, but heavy is there anyway. And again, try to pick up your orbs of light. You can see I have Feast of Light times 4, and that's as highest as it can go. So you can get like a real supercharged super with extra DPS and everything. So here we got some ads. I'm gonna stun it, Galahorn, and then do a finisher. But for whatever reason, it wasn't low enough for a finisher there, and I almost died. And I'm just getting shot at by everything. I got 2 enemies over there, enemies shooting over here. There we go. They're even throwing nades at me, so I'm gonna take it slow right here because I do not want to die. There we go. And we got more heavy spawning too, so that's not that bad. And definitely use the scout rifle to your advantage here if you're using the setup. There's an enemy behind me that I just noticed. Yeah, that overload is healing. That should be that. Now I'm looking around to see exactly how much ammo I have around the room. Okay, here it is. So we got 4. Here's a heavy shank, and it has a solar shield, so we have nothing to worry about. So let's just get rid of this. I don't know why, I just had an idea, but one of my favorite scout rifles in the game is the Solar Scout from the Mars DLC. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It has like, you hit 5 crits in a row and then you end up getting the supercharged like hit or whatever. I'm actually really annoyed now. I don't remember the name. But that might be a good exotic to run because you can take advantage of the solar burn, but obviously it's not going to do as much damage as Galahorn. Let me just damage this nightmare so I can end up getting the buff. I don't know what this guy's shooting at, to be honest, but we're gonna use our super. And I kind of got stuck right there, so I'm not sure if that messed up the super. And that servitor just made the boss immune. There's an enemy here. Let's do some damage to the servitor, because obviously if we don't, you're gonna be stuck with this guy. I want the finisher, but I don't want to kill him. There we go. I'm gonna. Oof. Nah, I'm not gonna risk it. Yeah, I'm gonna heal. I do have a solar well here. I'm gonna pick up. And here we got a lot of AI that just spawned, so I'm not gonna be able to use it. Let me heal. And the boss, I think, is the one, yeah, doing the solar damage. So he's the one that's doing all the damage to me right now. So he has a solar weapon. Just pick off ads one by one. And I think there should be another barrier champion, if I'm right. And I think at some point explosive shanks might spawn. Yeah, here's another barrier champion. So this is a chance for me to get some heavy ammo. I'm gonna try to take advantage of that. Of course, there's a nightmare enemy there. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stun the champion and try to get rid of the ads around it. Ah, he brought the shield out. Oh no, that was just my nade hitting the immune enemies. Let's get rid of the ads. Alright, this is pretty annoying. See, I got a super. I'm just going to try to play it very patiently, because that's what the game wants. They want you to slip up, they want you to mess up, and then they end up killing you. Alright, that's apparently going to get the full kill, so I'm just going to use my super. And yeah, I should be able to kill him right here. Galahorn. Boom. More ads are spawning for whatever reason. Here's the explosive shanks I was talking about. So I wasn't making that up, at least. Get rid of these. Got that. And that should be it. It's just this one last enemy here that is running. Okay, they just despawned. Cool. So that's gonna do it. A 12-minute run, almost 13. I wouldn't say it's that bad, just because you can see Lucent Finisher just generate you a lot of heavy ammo. I'd say Galahorn, I don't know if it's the little wolf pack rounds that end up fully killing the champions or whatever when I try to get a finisher off, but I don't know, sometimes it's consistent, sometimes it's not. But that's gonna end up doing it for the video, so make sure to drop a like, comment down below if you have any other setup or recommendations that anybody else should try. Drop a follow on my Twitch, twitch.tv/MonkishJam0. I will be there live later playing some Destiny 2 and probably some WoW, Call of Duty a little later. But make sure to drop by and drop a follow so you don't miss another stream. Ring the bell so you don't miss another YouTube video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.